MuskClothingCollection.com. Of course, we're going to be talking about some fun facts, sharing our thoughts. You can engage with hashtag voice your opinion, TNRP show, shot fired. As you all know by now, I like to start the show off with the quote of the day. Sharing our thoughts. But since we're talking about loved ones, the quote I picked, love me when I least deserve it, because that's when I really need it the most. Makes you think, don't it? Love me when I least deserve it, because that's when I need it the most. Ooh, that's deep right there. That's something all of us done went through, I can bet. Where we done had that moment where, we know we done did something wrong, but we need that love, we need that love. Makes us feel better. I know it made you feel better when somebody still showed you the love and you felt like you didn't deserve it. Of course, we're going to be jumping into them current events. There's been a lot going on in the last 7 days. So I try to stay current, but I really just be picking out what catches my eye the most. Really. Yeah, it's your boy Ricky D. I'm trying to juice up, wake up, you know what I'm saying? On this Thursday. It's snowy out here in Cleveland. And if you don't know, this a Cavaliers hat. 1970 was the year of their inauguration. The year they were started. We balling this year, but that's another topic. We gonna probably slide some Cavalier news in there when I get to that sports corner. Hey, by the way, I'm looking for a nice little voiceover intro for the sports corner section. If you think you got it, DM TNRP show on Instagram with some of your samples. Surely appreciate it. Make sure I give you that good shout out. But in the current events, we like to talk a little news, a little pop culture. What's going on in the world currently. It been a lot going on though. But here's some of what's happening with the current events. So we got, of course, the big news that's really rolling around is the dividend thing because of the money that Elon Musk found with his Doge program. He been coming across a lot of misused money, and in the process of that, Trump he talking about abolishing income tax. So just imagine getting income tax abolished, but getting an extra. It started off at 8, but I'm hearing it's only 5 now because they found like 2.7 billion of misused money. 2.7 billion. It might be trillion for real. I might have to do some more research on that one. But I know I could I know that 5 to 8,000 can be invested very wisely at this point. I hope if people do get it, they take it and use it wisely and not think it's a shopping spree or, you know, just we got to use it wisely because that last go round, a lot of people, I don't think they made no investments to where when times do get kind of rough and hard because they get tough for everybody. Because there's been a little quote going around, especially for us business owners. You know, one week you might be shining and grinding and shining, but then the next week you grinding, but it ain't shining. You dig? But yeah, that'll be a good start to reestablish the economy because the economy is really what makes countries or societies. The way that the economy roll and it keeps everybody flowing. Even though sometimes I think currency was like a bad creation. You get what I'm saying? Because currency to me almost took the power which, or the control or yourself, like it took away stability from individuals. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are more self sufficient than others. Some aren't. You know what I'm saying? So, some make good investments, some make bad investments. But, at once upon a time, it was okay. I got this corn over here. You know, you got that. You got some rice. You want to trade, or I got some wheat. I got some wood. It was bartering basically. Bartering was the currency. But like I like to tell, because we all get to that point where we be like, oh man. But if you realize, and I should have wrote it down, but it was somebody when I was scrolling on social media where they was yeah. I be playing with my board. I be learning new stuff on it. But yeah, you hear me now? Okay, there we go. That sounds good right there. I think that's the one I'm gonna have to flow with the most right there. That I ain't gonna tell y'all what the secret is. But they was talking about, and I tell the people, my loved ones, like, cause today's topic is communicating with loved ones. I like to kind of ease in the topic throughout the show based off of everything, the current events, the sports, the quote of the day. I got some nice holiday of the days for y'all too. And what I'm about to start doing instead of the fun fact, that's gonna be our trivia segment where I'm calling it You Better Know That. If you've been following me, you better know that was a streaming show I was gonna start years ago with a company. I don't think they're around no more, but they was called Ustream, and I was gonna create the show, go around the city, with facts, basically fun facts, telling people yada yada yada, then ask them if they know, and then based off if they knew, it was gonna be me and them saying to the camera, "You better know that." But that's my little ticket. But you better know that. But so that's like the new segment I'm incorporating. It's called "You Better Know That." It's like a trivia section, more like a fun fact, but more it's going to be informational too. So that's all fun facts are information anyway. So that's what this like. Yeah. What else been going on, man? Other than them checks, we got man, the most. I don't really like to talk about tragedy, but in the process of researching, as you know, that one plane crash. What was they at? And, I ain't write the city down, but it was the 87th plane aviation like crash or of the year. It's only February 20th. You feel me? It's only February 20th. And it been 87 crashes. But the people from the last crash, the Delta flight, everybody survived, God willing. Cause the way it looked when I seen that video, I just knew it was gonna be bad. I just knew it. But everybody survived that crash. And guess what? They all about to get 30,000 apiece for they suffering. Pain and suffering is what they call it. They about to get a quick 30. That go they economy fresh start. Some might need it, some might don't, but as long as when you get it, you use it wise. Yeah, use it wisely, man. Like it's too much information out here nowadays. It's oversaturated in certain areas, but at the same time, if you really want it and you know you done studied and you really like put applying because I read another quote. I'm a quote head. Like I got books with quotes from years and years and years. But I read one recently where it was saying, knowledge is nothing unless you apply it. And that's talking to me too. I apply some things, but there's some things I know if I probably would have applied it, my life can be 10 times better. Like my man, shout out Grant Cardone, the 10 times. I got a couple of Grant Cardone books too. I don't always, I like reference books because you don't have to just read them. You get what I'm saying? You can just go reference the things, look through it, scan through it, so yeah, they about to get 30,000 plus. It's looking like it's really but you got to be a taxpayer though to get that money Elon and Trump talking about because Trump even said it too. Yeah, man. Let me read it. Let me get a little bit more info on it for y'all. Yeah, Elon Musk. He came through though. He found a lot of money, trillions. Oh, now they going for Fort Knox. They want to know how much gold is inside Fort Knox. Gold is at like almost 3 bands an ounce. So if you got some gold and you just had it for a long time, keep it. Or if you need it, go sell it and start over. And then, if you make it happen, go get you some more gold, but it's gonna be higher to get. Just remember that. But how y'all feel about the money, man? Hashtag voice your opinion TNRP show, or you could text 440-999-9585 with your perspective on the things I'm talking about. So I could throw you in the listener spotlight on the Think and Reflect podcast show. Make sure you download the Spreaker app so you can listen to audio episodes every Thursday at 2 o'clock. Right now we live on Facebook. No, we on YouTube. We on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, we on YouTube and Twitch right now. But I'm also about to start another little little situation where I'm gonna like do like a roll of the dice where I'm gonna go live at, because if you follow Ricky D, that's RICCID _, on Instagram, I'm gonna give y'all some updates on how the new process probably about to start. I'm gonna probably finish the month out, but I'm gonna be here. Y'all gonna be able to hear from me daily, and we gonna make the podcast show. We gonna make it very special. We gonna have it more suited for based. We gonna really talk about the discuss like that topic or the interviewer, or it's gonna be more personal instead of just me. You waiting on every week to hear what I gotta say, but at the same time, hey, who knows? But yeah, other news, it's a new virus over in China. What they call it, virus? Why is it that it always seems like the viruses start in China? But it's called HMPV virus. People, hey, you know what? People been getting sick, man. It's just like now because of the internet technology, everybody want to be, journalists and reporters and stuff like that. That the news be out there, it spreads fast. But yeah, the HMPV virus, first detected in China, continues to spread globally and has now reached another country. As cases surge in China, the virus, which shared symptoms with COVID-19, has recently been detected in the United Kingdom and has now reached Ghana. So far, it's over in the United Kingdom, but that's them flights. But the way the plane's been flying, I don't know, unless you got to get on the plane, I don't see why you would at this moment. And I was listening to this one girl. She said she did like a read, and she was like, planes really ain't safe until like June or something. Like I wouldn't take a flight until after June 1st. Like unless you got to, if it's just part of your you know, duties and the procedures you got to go to make your life living your life. You know what, y'all? I'm looking at my thing, man. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. See, I was moving too fast for y'all, but I'm gonna fix that right now. Y'all just give me one hot second. Hey, hey, I thought I switched it up. Let me get back to this. What? But yeah, man, there's been a lot going on in the world. There's always something going on in the world. You can expect that. You can expect that to happen. Okay, let me get this together. Yeah, other than that, oh, y'all know about Detroit. Detroit had a water main break. It was like Southwest Detroit, man, in the city, just the whole it was just froze, but it was like high as the windows on the cars. I'm like, wow. Pray for Detroit, man. I got a lot of good people from Detroit. There we go. Hey, y'all gotta forgive me, man, because you ever heard of the company 17 Hats? 17 Hats, boy. And if you know, you know. But yeah, man, Detroit, it looked bad, man. It looked bad. I should have pulled up a video, but I'm pretty sure most of y'all seen it through social media and everything. Oh yeah, that plane crash, that was Toronto. That was Toronto. But yeah, man, that boy Elon, him and Trump, man, they say it's gonna be um we gonna go through it before it get good, you know. But from they both businessmen, you know what I'm saying? Even though they both, I think, came from established um like wealth. I don't know about Elon, but you know they say Trump father, he was somebody, but he maintained it all this time. You know, he went through some here and there, but look where the man at now. You know, he probably ain't the best person, but he living his life to the fullest. He done made it to be the president of the United States twice. Nah, hey, that's the government for you though. But when you get a chance, man, don't forget to go shop Bavaria's clothing collection. That's Bavaria's clothing collection, BRAVURAS clothing collection.com. Again, the new Bavaria's shoes, soccer style high tops, will be available for pre order real soon. So get ready, be exclusive, man. Designed by your boy, partner with, you know, manufacturer. If you know, you know. Shots fired. I gotta learn my board. What's this one right here? Clap it up for me. What y'all been up to though, man? Let me know by using the hashtag voice your opinion TNRP show with your boy Ricky D. We on YouTube at TNRTV 1021 and we over on Twitch at TNRTV. Yup. The Think and Reflect podcast show, boy. You gotta think, man. When you think, then you able to reflect, man. You able to take a look at what you need to fix about yourself. Like the saying that I love is every day we got to get up and reevaluate ourselves to reinvent ourselves. Because you might like the version of you, but it could be a better version in you. But you got to bring it up out of you, though, man. And the only way to do that is to reevaluate yourself on a daily basis. Accept your flaws, admit your wrongs, find something you love to do, like I always like to say. And hopefully that can make a living for you. But until then, you got to do what you got to do to live how you want to live. And hopefully it's a legal way of doing it because the world can corrupt you. Yeah, the world can corrupt you, boy. What else been going on? Ain't it been some other little stuff, but let me know what you been came across. What news that's might need to be talked about. Use the hashtag Voice Your Opinion TNRP Show. Like and subscribe to TNRP Show on most social media platforms. But don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube, more importantly, Twitch also, and download the Spreaker app so you can hear the audio later from iHeartRadio. Yeah. Voice your opinion. The Think and Reflect podcast is a dynamic and engaging platform where everyone's voice is heard. With a wide range of topics, you can expect to be challenged, inspired, and entertained with every episode. Make sure you voice your opinion and listen to us on Spreaker by iHeartRadio. Yeah, we're gonna go on and jump on over to this sports corner. I love to talk sports, man. I could go sports all day. I could go sports all day. That's why I was thinking to just be go sports, do the sports. I'm gonna come back for y'all. Y'all just be looking out. I'm gonna have a sports show just for y'all. But yeah, the All Star weekend just passed us. They said it was horrible. I glanced at it here and there, but I watched the 3-point and the dunk contest. The little McGrew. I don't know how to say his name, but that boy jumped out the gym. We had some locals. Little Darius was in the 3-point. He was trying to make some noise, but Tyler Hero and Buddy Hill they was gunning though. It came down to one shot too though. Buddy Hill couldn't finish that money ball rack. Spring training on his way. Major League Baseball, but getting back to the NBA, the season started a couple days ago. The Lakers played the Hornets, but they lost. LeBron had a monstrous dunk on a player that should have been a Laker, so that was funny. They had to blow that up, but Brian still be moving like you can see the age a little bit. Like after the dunks and stuff, you can kind of see his body kind of be like it ain't as flexible, but he's still 40 coming through the sky. Like you better not get in my way. Yeah, the All Star game, man, the dunk contest, it was cool, man. But I grew up in the era like when I was younger, the dunk contest was usually always the the superstar. Like the dunk contest had the superstars in it. It was the superstars. Like say if we had a dunk contest with LeBron when they was in their prime, D Wade, um, who else was out there dunking crazy? Yeah, Kobe did a dunk contest though, but Brian D. Wade, them type players that in that era. Who else was like a high flyer in LeBron them when they was in their prime? Um, K. Kenyon Martin or something. You know what I'm saying? Dwight Howard did it, so you can't. But the dunkers, man, like the stars though, that's when the dunk contest be fun. Now the little dude, he jumps out the gym. It's exciting to see it, but it just still don't have that pizzazz because they say little dude ain't he in the G League, but he say he averaging almost like 25 points in the G League though. So he out there balling. Somebody signed him to a 10-day because after the All Star game, that's when everything turn up. The trade deadline be over with. You might get a few buyouts, but it's basically the team you gonna have especially if you're a team pushing for the playoffs. My Cavaliers, we in first place in the Eastern anyway, so all we got to do is just maintain, and get there. Hopefully, we can hold on to the first seed so we can get that home court advantage throughout the playoffs. But we loaded though. They made they trade DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter, he seemed like he mashing in. So it's time for me to go ahead because locally, um, if you don't got the cable service, you gotta fire up. I'm gonna shout them out, but man, FanDuel. If you a Cavs fan and you want to watch the rest of the regular season, man, it's $20 a month through FanDuel Sports. FanDuel, I need that sponsorship. Come on through and holler at your boys, FanDuel. But yeah, man, the NBA, it's that time. It's time to go. But baseball about to pick up, like I was saying. So spring training, the Indians. Well, I call them the Indians still, but they the Guardians. I'm a homer, man. You probably wouldn't think so, like I always say, but yeah, I'm a homer, man. I'm rolling because it's a blessing to have that entertainment. Every 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 state city don't have, like, especially a professional. They might have like a college town team or something that they cheer for. Everybody ain't got professional teams, so that's a blessing to be able to that's a blessing to be able to have them pro teams and stuff. But the Guardians, they was like last year they was predicted to be one of the worst teams, and they wound up being one of the best teams. They almost made it. They was one game away from the ACL. That, and they done added a few pieces. If they keep the same spirit, man, who knows? Because potential is unlimited. Shot already. But yeah, and that's baseball. So it's just really cranking up. They down there spring training. I think they play today. The Guardians, they play Cincinnati. And Cincinnati got our old manager, Terry Francona. We got the new young dude on vote. He nice though. Cause he young, so he got that spirit. He probably they locker room probably be jumping, especially the way we just um exceeded expectations, as you would say. But in the NFL, getting on over to the NFL news, hey, they trying to say, man, y'all better not let that boy um skate on through with them 16 acquisitions, and from the news I done got, his situation is worse than what Watson's was. Watson's was like personal. They say this dude Justin Tucker then got banned from locations. Like, man, we don't even want you in here no more. Like, what's wrong, man? Hey, I guess when you start being so polarized, you know what I'm saying, as an individual or celebrity or whatever you call it, people get to thinking they can do anything you want, man. But some people still, they got their morals. They don't care who you are. And hope his look more guilty because he didn't got banned from the spot. See, Watson was more like a he say she say situation with Justin Tucker. He done been banned from locations like spots. So that's he better go have that difficult conversation. He better go have that difficult conversation, man, because he gotta have it. If he don't have that difficult, that ain't the conversation you want to have. I don't. That's past. If it's a word that's worse than difficult, that make it more intense, that's the word he need to use. But yeah, the NFL. The only thing they can do right now is like sign like do the franchise tags, and my Browns, they don't supposed to have no they ain't franchising nobody, but they are going through a little thing with Myles Garrett. You know, as I was telling y'all, he want to leave. You know, it's a few things out there. So, but we lightweight stuck on the quarterback side, and people don't want us to pick the quarter. I feel like with the number by you having the number 2 pick, and you know you need, like, we really need a quarterback because Watson hurt. He not playing this year. Jameis Winston a free agent. The DTR cat, he ain't even, like, he ain't showed enough. So we really like no quarterback. So we ain't got no choice but to go get a quarterback. And then the process of Stefanski, who was our coach, he never had his own quarterback. He came in the door with Baker. Him and Baker didn't get along. The only quarterback that was out there that they felt could make a difference for the team was Watson. That's why they went all out to get him. They gave him the guaranteed contract. They gave up draft picks. You know, it just haven't worked out yet. But the way they've been voiding his contract for the years, like, Watson really gonna be on the team for the next 3-4 years or something. You know, because they voiding his contract, so they like pushing it back. So he gonna be around. It's just, do they want him around? Do he want to be around? But what I'm trying to get to is, with the second pick, like I was saying, if you feel like your quarterback is in this draft, regardless of if he got a 3rd round evaluation or whatever, if you feel like he your man by you having the second pick, take him. Because you got picks still flowing. Like, I think we got the most draft picks. And we got some decent ones. And getting to the biggest issue that we going through over the offseason, because like we say, Watson, we already know it ain't going to, we might not, people might as well get Watson, like the Watson, he getting paid all that, and he damaged. Man, Watson is not about to be part of what's going on this next football season. So, like, the local sports stations, the one I listen to the most anyway, they keep trying to say, man, wait until next year and get Arch Manning. Who's to say you're going to get Arch Manning? And who's to say Arch Manning want to play for us? But then you got some people on the station that thinking, like, kind of logical. So they like, and I said the same thing. I say, man, what if the team that's sitting there don't want to trade away, because you got to be trash to get that first pick? And what fans want to go through another year of just losing on purpose, knowing that you're doing this just to try to get a quarterback that you might not get? So what you do is you just go get the best quarterback available according to your standards. They keep saying it's Shador, but now they're trying to say Shador doing all of this so he could get, so the other teams that really want him can jump up and make the trade. You know what I'm saying? So he can, whatever. But it's 2 quarterbacks. So, hey, who's to say the Browns don't want him that bad and they move up to the number 1 pick? You get what I'm saying? Because getting to the topic of what I really wanted to talk about when it comes to the Browns is Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett want to get traded. And the way I look at it is, man, look, that's like trying to hold on to somebody that don't want you. You get what I'm saying? They say it's hard to trade him now on the team basis. It ain't hard to trade him, but just the cap hit that the team take is like $36 million. But if they wait until after June 1st, it's only $14 million. And I was trying to think, like, hey, trading before the draft so you could get the picks, until I started understanding the money situation. But a person like Myles Garrett, you can still get a good quality package for Myles Garrett any time of the year before the trade deadline. So if you got to wait until after June 1st, instead of picking up draft picks because the draft will be over, you get a couple quality players from the team that you trading to, and more than likely, you trading to a team that got pieces that you need to install on your team. So you got to do a little extra research, and like they be trying to say, let Miles get him no. Miles want to get traded, so okay, you not about to do it like this and then go to the team that you want. Only if that team is giving us what we need. So boom, you get you a couple of players, starter quality players, if not a true starter, and then you get a couple of maybe a first round and a third round pick for next year. And then if you feel like your quarterback that you drafted this year ain't gonna work out, bam, gonna do a new trade. Throw the quarterback you got from this year, put him in the trade for the team you trade to get up to the first, so that way they don't feel like they missed out on a quarterback. But that's my go to. You get you a couple quality players, some picks. Boom. Now you got pieces then that you add. You might get a lineman because I know we need a lineman. We might grab a receiver from a team, but you got to make sure this team is got they stacked in them positions so you know you can get quality players from them and they know they can supplement them players once they trade them. Like you might even throw a defensive end in there or something or a linebacker, like the help the defense out because Miles, like I say, I like Miles. He's a dominant player, but the guy want to go. He want to go. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no reason, unless you can make it better. But the guy, I don't think it's about money because he know he gonna get his money, so it ain't about money. He just want to win, and then I guess the way he want to go to a team that's Super Bowl prediction in the top 5 or something. You know what I'm saying? At least the top 10. But you can't always have your way, Miles. Hey, but you know what? Sometimes you need to wake up and sometimes you need to make your morning blissful. And then a way to do that is to go grab you a bag of that brewed Euphoria coffee. Make sure you like and subscribe or go like and follow Brewed Euphoria Coffee on Instagram and Facebook. Click the link in the bio and grab you a box of that bitter root. New flavors on the way. Ground or whole beans, whichever you prefer. Bitterroot dark French roast from Brew Euphoria Coffee. But before I get off into this segment, I want to talk about the holiday. It was a few holidays, man. It was a few holidays. So I kind of wrote them all down. But the one that caught my eye the most because I like books was clean out your bookcase. and it was crazy when I seen that when I seen it I was looking around like at the books in my little office and I say, man, I got books everywhere. I need to organize these books. And then I go looking up the holidays of the day to be ready for today, and that was one of the ones. But there's some other ones. Today is also Comfy Day. If you're in Cleveland or Northeast Ohio or the East Coast, wherever that snow is at, look, go on and grab you a blanket. If you ain't got to leave the house, find you a movie. If you like whatever your little snack you like, grab your snack and get comfortable. It's because it's Comfy Day. Oh, but you know what that snack could be? Because it's also Cherry Pie Day. Man, if you cook a cherry pie good the right way, hot out the oven, ooh, man. I don't even eat I don't even eat whipped cream, but man, give me some Cool Whip. Shout out Cool Whip. Hey, I need that sponsorship too from y'all. Hit me up, Ricky D. Calhoun. It's a if you're a pet lover, it's Love Your Pet Day. And for you little freaks out there, it's National Handcuff Day. I never understood why people think handcuffs are sex. No, they not. Oh, and if you know, I got my little hashtag faith. It's really like a tagline: faith, fact, science, and politics. You gotta have faith. To have the faith, you need the facts. To get the facts, you got to do the science, which is the research. But when it's all said and done, it's all about them politics. And just to let you know, it's National Politics Day. It's also World Social Justice Day, Student Volunteer Day. It's Muffin Day for you muffin heads. And last but not least, National Leadership Day. Shout out Together for One. We strive to be one where we teaching the youth leadership, entrepreneurial and leadership skills, inner city kids, ages 8 to 18. That's the main goal. But hopefully it gets a little bigger and better. You know, we still working on it because life is life. You be having to life in it sometimes, and sometimes you got to move your priorities around. But when it's all said and done, Together for One is the one. We strive to be one. The Together for One Foundation. So, which holiday did you that you gon' which holiday are you gonna celebrate? Rather, use hashtag Voice Your Opinion TNRP Show HOTD. Y'all already know it's the Think and Reflect segment. Beat by GC Nardo, Hollow Z. Communicating with loved ones. How to have difficult conversations. Man, I really need. Let me see, man. Y'all on this a deep. This really, I ain't gonna really get into it though, man. I just want you to think about it. But this the topic for the day, man. Communicating with loved ones, how to have difficult. Cause sometimes, man, some of them conversations, man, they be hard to start. But sometimes you gotta have them conversations, especially if you care and love about people. Sometimes you gotta bring up topics that you think might cause friction. You gotta mention it because the only way to get over it is to talk about it. And Deshaun's marketing communication is key. That's where we specialize in trying to communicate. We're gonna find a way to communicate, but it's important to learn how to have some difficult conversations with loved ones, man, because it could be some things that could be resolved easily if you just sit down and have that conversation. It might not always start off how one might expect it to, but that's why they say don't expect nothing but from yourself. So choosing the right words, like I was saying, like last week we was talking about navigating friendships, how to build meaningful connections. That's almost the same as being able to have a difficult conversation with your loved ones, because them the people that's gonna be in your life daily. You get what I'm saying? So if you feel like you need the whole, like, I'm one of the ones, man. I'm gonna say, like, I think sometimes I'm a little too blunt. I get it from my mama, but I've been learning, I guess, because I've received it from her, like, and I done been told, you know, hey. So I try to, reevaluate myself, to reinvent, but I still want to be my organic self at the same time. So what I try to do is, when I approach to try to start the conversation, I try to think about if I'm using the right choice of words. You get what I'm saying? I say that all the time because I know I tell my children, I say, you can tell me how you feel, but make sure you use, the right choice of words. Because, you could think you're saying the right thing, but based off of the person, you might be using the wrong words. And then that person might respond, react, because that's emotional intelligence, is knowing how to respond instead of react. And I still have bad reactive traits. Like, sometimes I put myself in situations and, man, it'll just spurl out of whack, and it really be over nothing. You get what I'm saying? But that's where you learn to communicate. You know what I'm saying? Especially like when it's your family, your loved ones, a close friend, a business partner. Because you better love your business partner. Because if you just thinking money, then you and your business partner probably ain't building no trust amongst each other. Because that's really what them conversations build, is trust. Because when it's all said and done, we just want to be trusted, and we want to trust people in the end, because people will roam this world feeling lonely because they don't have these conversations, basically. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta say what's on your mind. Like, holding it in is just really gonna eat you up. It's gonna destroy you more than anybody. Because whoever the person you need to have a conversation with, for it to be that difficult of a conversation, that means what they doing ain't it ain't working. It ain't making you feel good around that person, or it's not making you respect that person or trust that person. So to get them things, my opinion, and you can voice yours with the hashtag voice your opinion TNRP show, is to just open up, man, and have the courage and the faith. You know what I'm saying? Be brave. Go grab you a pair of Bavaria's apparel at the website www.Bavaria's Clothing Collection. That's BRAVURAS Clothing Collection.com. Hey, I'm a marketer first, man. But I do have my opinion, and you can voice yours. But make sure you download the Spreaker app so you can get the audio version of this podcast every week at 2 p.m. from iHeartRadio. But yeah, man, that's an important part of life. That's important to be able to have them conversations. Like, it builds confidence in you. It makes you a more confident person. Because that's why a lot of us might be insecure, because we don't say the things we think people want to hear. You get what I'm saying? And you make yourself insecure, because now, instead of mentioning what it is that probably makes you feel how you feel or whatever, like, in the situation, depending on the people, especially loved ones, because this is more talking about loved ones. You gotta have them conversations, man. Like, difficult or not, you can't just always have an easy conversation. Sometimes they difficult. Hey, man, look, I don't like the way. Hey, last time. Hey, I think you can. Hey, it'd probably be a good idea if or I don't like the way like, them are some of the ways to start them difficult conversations. But the first step is to, hey, man, can we talk? Do you got time to talk? It's presentation, man. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So, if you got to practice your presentation to start that conversation, hey, say it, go in the mirror and make sure, you get yourself together because the world is a stage, like Shakespeare said, man. We all just characters. We build the character. When they say, what's your character is the person that you create. Ain't no other way around it. So, man, I hope y'all go have them difficult conversations because it's almost time for me to get up out of here. But before we go, again, I got the new segment before we go. So I want to leave y'all with something to think about because this is the Think and Reflect podcast show. But did you know, or should I ask, what was the original purpose of the tiny pocket in our jeans? I use it for anything that I think I might have to, go after because I keep my little thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just a regular little old school protection kit, but you know what it was made for? To store pocket watches. And I've been thinking about getting I used to like pocket watches. Like they elegant, you know what I'm saying? They classy. Like they give you like a little Esquire look. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta get rid of this gut. I got a nice little gut down here. I gotta get rid of this puppy because I want to start putting my button down. I want to, I ain't been buttoning it down. I put them on when I got to, but I ain't been, I need to trim up. I always say what I got to do, man. I'm going to just start doing it and stop saying what I got to do, okay? That's a difficult conversation I'm having with y'all, my loved ones out there. But, yeah, you better know that. That's the new segment. You better know that. I'm going to come at y'all with some facts. See if y'all know, if you, I might not even give y'all the answer. I'm going to just let y'all use the hashtag voice your opinion, TNRP show, to give me the answer, or you could text 440-999-9585, or you could chat if you're on YouTube or Twitch, or leave a DM. There's so many ways to communicate nowadays. But for real, it's a lot of ways to communicate now, man. We used to just have a phone. And we ain't even had a phone. We had Morse code and the postal service. The postal service wasn't around. We had the pigeons. Like I don't know how they got messages across in the ancient times, but they was getting it across, man. The message was getting across. It might have took a couple months, but they got the message. But yeah, man, that's today's show, man. I hope y'all learned something. I hope you got some information. I hope you decide to voice your opinion. And like I said, you can voice yours using the hashtag voice your opinion TNRP show. Text 440-999-9585 to leave your opinion. And with that, guess what? We out. We out. We out. We out. We out.